so you want to make sure that your photographer is going to be there on that date. Not another date. Not on the date you're going to have with your boyfriend. Not on the date of his other client's wedding. Or on the date that you got scammed. So you want to make sure your guy's legit. Don't find a guy on Craigslist. I mean, I'm not saying everyone's a crook on Craigslist, but we've all heard the stories. You pay your fee, and guess what? He shows up. Just kidding. No, he doesn't show up. Okay, so now you have no one to take your photos, no one to take your video, and guess what? Mama and daddy are doing the 8mm camera, and they're getting shots like this kind of guy right here with no pants. Okay, so you want to make sure that your guy is legit. Don't get a guy from Craigslist. Not everyone from Craigslist is a crook. But here's the thing, we've all heard the stories. You know, the guy just doesn't show up. He just showed up 3 hours late and your wedding was only 3 hours. So what do? Okay, so you want to make sure that you have your videographer or photographer who has done a wedding of your friend and family and get their personal review on how exactly they did on the job, what their product looks like. If their product looks like America's Funniest Video style, then most likely you don't want to hire the guy. The scam artist is always going to want to take everything in full. If they're going to charge you $500, they want everything in full. They don't really want to take less because they have a goal in mind to want to take as much money as they can. Who doesn't, right? I mean, who doesn't want to get the most for the dollar? But here's the thing, you have the power to withhold 25%. Okay, so on the contract, you can say, hey, put on the contract, I want to withhold 25%, and I'll give it to you on the day of the wedding. I want to make sure that you're going to show up. If he's a legit guy, then he's going to be like, nah, I don't have a problem with that. That's fine. We're going to show up. We're going to do the job. We're going to make you happy. I want to make sure you're comfortable and you're happy. That's it. If he says, no, we don't work that way, be like, you know what? That's it. I don't want you. You're done. Get out of my face. Mother, yeah. You don't have to do all that. But, all right, so this is your money. You worked hard. You worked a whole month's wages. That could be 40 hours. That can be 60, 180, 1,000 hours. It is still your money. You have earned every dollar of that unless you're a crook. Every dollar that you put towards the services of a photographer or a videographer, you deserve every ounce of that, every ounce of quality that he has promised you. So here's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you read the contract and don't just sign. Please, I'm asking you, don't just sign anything. Here's what you want to do. You want to go ahead and read and read and read and more reading. Okay, after you read everything, because that's the face he's going to see, because he's going to be like, if he's a con artist. But if he's a good guy, he's going to sit there and read it with you and just be like, all right, here it is. Let me explain to you. I've had to sit there and explain to my clients for about a good 30 minutes over the contract. Did it bother me? No, it didn't bother me, because my goal is to make sure that my client is happy and they understand that I'm not going to rob them. I'm not going to come back to my house and be like, I invite them to my house. You can come, I don't really, it does, you can come over to my house if you're serious about the wedding, video and photos. I'm going to invite you to my house. I'm going to invite you for coffee. If you're hungry, I'm going to feed you. That's fine. That's just me. I have clients that I fed. And guess what? We are happy, just mainly because we're eating, probably. And then they look at the contract, the price, and they're like, bleh! But they know that they're going to get high quality video and photos, and I bring my team with me. I invite you over to my house. We have coffee, we have dinner. It's fun, it's fantastic. We laugh, we be merry, be like, ha, ha, ha. And we just have fun. And if you want to talk in a British accent with me, you be like, blah, 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 blah. If you want to go more deeper accent, be like, blah, 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 blah. Hey, we're gonna be happy and we're gonna be married and we're gonna get to know each other. And because I wanna get to know you, and of course, obviously you wanna get to know me, but don't be scared to ask questions. Ask those questions. Are you wearing any pants with that shirt? So here's a question you can ask. I don't feel comfortable with paying cash down deposits. Can I pay with a check or a credit card? If they say yes, hey, move forward, that's fine. If they say no, you have to pay cash and I'll give you a receipt. Because maybe that receipt may not even be valid because guess what, they're con artists. But obviously a con artist is not gonna invite you to their house and sit down. I have a home office. It just works better that way. I don't mind an actual storefront, but this has worked better. It's more comforting. I would rather work out of my home and get to hear my kids just for 12 hours till I put them in bed.